I'm going to start off today's video by explaining that I have no voice, that my voice is gone. I'm sick, I'm not very well, and my voice is suffering. So I'm not really sure if this is a wise video to do, but I'm going to try my best, and if I speak like this in a husky, sexy manner, then it kind of sounds okay. But yeah, do expect some ups and downs of the old vocals as I try and do this video. And today's video is all about images I did not take, or at least images I didn't publish. Most recently in a video, I can't talk. Right, the video is going to be me talking like this now in a very movie style, sexy voice. So most recently was a video whereby I... Why am I doing an American voice? Most recently I shot a video in Death Valley which I published last Wednesday. That video, there was an image and I didn't shoot the image. And I didn't show the image, and I received a lot of comments about why didn't you show the image, and you can learn from seeing the images that people didn't take. And I thought those were some fair comments. Now, although I didn't really capture the image, I did capture a test shot. I always take test shots and then I wait and see what the conditions are going to do, and then when things all kick off and magic happens, that's when I take the real images. But yeah, I have a test shot of that image and we're going to talk about it. So when I was on location taking that image and setting up for the image, I knew that it wasn't going to work, because as the day broke, as the light, as the sun rose and the daylight started to increase, conditions were just terrible. They really were terrible. And I kind of got a bit depressed and I was a bit sad. So rather than explaining all of this, I just packed up and left, shot a bit of B-roll and thought to myself, I'm just going to do a shoddy voiceover at the end. Voiceover is a great tool for that kind of thing. So I thought I would discuss the image briefly, and yeah, we'll go over it and we'll see why I didn't take the image, even though technically I did take the image because I've got this test shot. But yeah, I'm going to show you the test shot and tell you exactly why. So I'll start off with this image. This image is the one I photographed the previous day, and I love this image. I really, really like this image. This photograph is most likely going to go as a print. It has a strong chance of making it into this year's calendar, and I think it's a great image. Now, the composition I set up for the next morning is very similar to this, as in, nice mud cracks in the foreground and mountains in the background. Very, very similar. So when I went to my location the following morning, I was hoping either for better conditions than I had the previous evening, or completely different conditions. And then I would have two standalone images, but that wasn't the case. See, when I look at people's websites and people's portfolios, and I see the same image 2 or 3 times from slightly different angles, or portrait and landscape, it puts me off quite a lot. I mean, obviously it's fine to do that if you're selling stock, or if, I don't know, you're creating a triptych, or if you've shot the same subject over a long period of time in different seasons, then that's an amazing thing to do, is to have the same image repeated. But generally when people have images close to each other where they've been shot on the same day and they're just slightly different, I don't like that. I think you should, or at least I like to just pick one image that really stands out and have that. And that's basically what happened here. The image I shot the evening before this one, I didn't show it in the video because I turned around and shot this one, which is much better. And that was easier to explain what happened there. It was just the light was better behind me. But this image that I shot the next morning, this is the test shot. It's just terrible. And you can see here, that the mud is incredibly flat. There's no texture to it. There's no contrast to it. That blue sky, that clear blue, awful sky, there's nothing going on there. And all that mist, which was amazing, it really was. But that mist, with a wide angle lens, you lose it, and it just becomes this sort of white strip which really diffuses the light hitting those mountains, and the mountains were just washed out. So all in all, I didn't like the image. It wasn't that it was a terrible image, but compared to the one that I shot previously, it was no good at all. And that's why I decided to record a shoddy voiceover than, you know, take the image and explain why I'm taking the image. It didn't make sense to take an image that I wasn't happy with. So as a general rule, I only publish work that I'm happy with. Well, not always. Sometimes I publish work that I'm not sure about to try and gauge the reaction. But yeah, generally the rule is publish your best work, which is difficult with the pressures of social media. This video's fine. I'm showing these images and there's context around it, so it makes sense. A very similar thing happened to me a few weeks ago when I was in the Lake District with this video just here. I decided not to take that image. I took a test shot, always take a test shot. And it was just, the landscape wasn't, it was a lovely view, but it didn't make a great photograph. There was no real atmosphere, the mist had gone, there was no light. And I felt the video was strong enough by itself with the two previous images that I didn't need this third image, and I didn't even like the third image. So I felt it would be better for the story of the video if I just explained that although it's a nice view, it doesn't make a nice photograph. And lots of people commented saying you should show the photograph, or, you know, did you consider this composition? I would have done this, I would have done that, I would have got the long lens out. And that is the beauty of photography. You see, so many people watch my videos and they see something in the background and they say, oh, you walked past a composition. And I probably did. But the thing with photography is we all see different things, and we see things, you know, from our own perspective. And if that wasn't the case, then we'd all end up shooting exactly the same things. So when people saw me stood on that cliff edge, not taking the photograph and explaining how they would have done it, then that's great. I really think they should go there and maybe shoot that image. And, you know, people see things that I don't see all of the time. And it's great. And same goes for editing. People would edit images in a different way. So I'm kind of rambling now, my voice is going, but I thought it'd be valuable. I thought there would be some value in me sharing a couple of images that I didn't publish in my videos and explaining why I didn't publish them. So I hope that makes sense. Do forgive my husky, croaky voice. And yeah, this is just a quick video. We're going to Zion National Park next week, and it's, yeah, well, we'll just wait and see about that one. It's an interesting one. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time.